opinions on it today. With me, I have Berg and Bougie on TikTok here. So yeah, a, a really slow episode today. As you guys know, Power Book 3 Raisin Kanan is probably like one of my favorite spinoffs because it has like a couple of different spinoffs now. Force with Tommy, and these all spent off from the original Power, starting James St. Patrick, Ghost, and Tasha, those main characters, and we also have Power Book 2 with Tyreek, which is supposed to be Ghost 2.0, which is my least favorite Power spinoff, even though I do watch it because I'm a Power fan. So I'm just going to ask Bourbon Bougie, what is one of your favorite spinoffs for Power so far? The Power universe.
Okay, so I absolutely do not like Tariq because it's not believable that but for Tommy and this one with Raising Canaan, it's kind of a toss up for me because they're so completely different. I like Tommy, the actor that plays Tommy, Joseph Sikora, whatever his name is. I like him as an actor. I like this actress Raquel. Um, I have I kind of believe her as a drug queen pin, whereas I don't believe Monet and Mary J. Blige as a queen pin over at Tariq on Tariq's Power. So I like them both, to be honest. So I it's tied for 2 and 3. The first Power obviously being number one before it started devolving into something kind of nonsensical, and after they took away James St. Patrick.
So you believe that there is no Power without Ghost, uh,
I
which is
mean,
in the original Power, James St. Patrick.
you know, once they took him out, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, in my opinion. But I mean, they could stop this. They could stop this for me, and I would be okay. I watch it because it's something for me and you to do together. But if I didn't have you sitting beside me, I wouldn't be turning it on. And that's me being honest. This is not something that I'm tuning into without having a husband that's into it.
So with Power Raising Canaan, you saying there's something that you would not watch if if yeah.
Okay, maybe I was a bit too harsh. I would watch Raquel because we do need. I do like that there is a pretty much black cast. We is giving opportunities for black people, even though it's another drug series and syndicate, so that's plus and minus, but it's giving her. I like her as an actress. I like the actress that's playing Jukebox. Is giving these young people an opportunity to shine. And the story I mean, the thing is, we already know what's going to happen to Kanan, but it's giving these people the opportunity to flesh out his humanity and what may have made him go from this teenager to this hardened criminal that we have seen 50 Cent's play. So I do like it. What I said before was a little harsh. But I started watching this because it was something for me and you to do together.
Yeah, everybody knows, like in the original Power, Kanan was like, when you see him on the scene, it was almost like he was conniving. He was up to no good. Any show that you know 50 Cent is on, he kind of embraces that role, and it's like the show gets popping. It's like because he kind of has like a devious.
He's basically playing himself. It
Yeah,
seems
he's playing himself, but like um, this whole role, given the backdrop of the story and seeing Kanan as a young person and seeing that he was kind of a person with a heart, that he, really in this particular season is showing he really didn't really want to be in the drug game after he actually got a taste of it. And that's what we're kind of seeing in this first episode. Like he thought he's having remorse because he thought that he wanted to be a part of it until he actually got involved and he's Rock is holding a secret from him, that she's involved with the detect that she was involved with the detective, and that is actually his father, which is being played by Omar Epps. And so Rock has Kanan, um, shoot him to try to get him out of the way, because she's running this whole drug operation, and the detective is wanting Rock to tell and come clean with Kanan and let him know that he's the father. And so Rock's been lying to Kanan and deceiving him, and so to me, Rock. I like her character, but I feel like Rock. She keeps telling Kanan that she's doing everything for him, but I really feel like Rock is kind of doing everything for herself. I really feel like Rock is kind of, she's kind of conniving to me. She's kind of like
Well,
Hardy.
yeah, she's a drug queen pin. Obviously, she's conniving, and I mean, we saw that in the first season that she is cutthroat. But you don't become a drug queen pin without like literally cutting throats. She's hardcore, and we're seeing this strong black female lead, but they have her embodying like wartime strategies of that's typically masculine. So that's yeah, she would be doing this would be exactly Unique's position, Unique in the show, if he would have thought of this strategy first. He would be doing
Yeah,
the exact same thing.
yeah. I mean, I get it. My only issue is like, okay, her son. Like
Yes.
if you think about the original Power, Ghost, even though Ghost was a killer, he was a politician, he was a
Okay.
businessman.
I got you.
Ghost did not want Tyreek involved in this lifestyle. He wanted a better lifestyle for Tyreek. And so Ghost, uh, even though like Tyreek had said, teach me the game, Ghost, if you go back to the original Power, um, Ghost was like, no, you're gonna go to school, you'll get a better education, you're gonna be a better man than me, and have a better path than me. And so even though he was this gangster, he didn't want his son or in his family, like his kids, to be like involved in that lifestyle, because he pretty much had no choice. And in this particular instinct, I think Rock is a little bit more ruthless than Ghost, because if you guys have watched Raising Kanan season one, after Kanan shoots the detective, Rock has Symphony take him to Virginia, because it's hot on the block, it's hot in New York, and so now they have to go, and they got to hide Kanan. And so she's hiding him with a family member, and Kanan has the option to go to college, go to school there, and to get away from this lifestyle. And Rock, in this first episode, is coming to get Kanan, bring him back to New York with everything that's going on, while the family member is saying, hey, yo, he could stay with us, he, can have a better life. Rock's like, no. So I think her character, in contrast to Ghost, is more ruthless.
Okay, I can see that, and I can see that that was probably a pivotal point, and we'll see that flesh out and how that created his character and how he, you know, instead of going the path of having some humanity, he went down the path of ruthlessness.
Yeah, I mean, then you have Lulu. Lulu is a character in the show, is one of my favorite characters. Lulu kind of has he's trying to get out of the drug game too, because he recognizes, as we kind of see in Power, that
We got to right.
in Power, we in this Power universe, we see that it's usually jail, or it's usually jail, or it's usually the character ends up dead, because we know from the streets, anybody that's really involved in the streets, nothing really comes good of it. But either you get a bullet in you, or either you end up doing some time, or someone around you kind of gets hurt in the process of it, because there's no way to really not be in the streets, um, and not have to pay the repercussions for it. So Lulu is seeing that all of the actions and everything that they're involved in, the drug game, selling drugs out of the projects and everything like that, that eventually that world is going to come crashing to, uh, it's going to come to an end. So he's a music producer and he's looking for a
Mm-hmm.
way out, and
Right.
so he has um, he has a new character that is showing up on the scene, and she's a singer, and Rock is, once again, I think this character Rock is kind of ruthless because Rock is like telling him like, look, you're putting your music career before this drug
Mm-hmm.
business.
Right.
What you think about that? Like,
Well, Lulu, I see his character and I feel like he is introspective because of what he went through last season when he got shot. So he's planting those seeds, and she is saying, look, we got all this cash. Look at all this money that we're making right now. How much money did you make for with your music? So she's talking about this money right now. He's thinking, I just got shot. I'm trying to do something different. But he's also obviously loyal to family. So we are seeing that conundrum right there as far as him trying to battle like the strength of his sister's character and the pull of trying to go legit. That's what I think.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do a part two to this. I think the show is really interesting. It's, like I said, it was one of my favorite powers, and it is about power because everybody is trying to get power. Like
Ah, yes.
Lulu's girl is trying to get
Ah,
her
right.
brother.
You right.
You know, she's trying to get her brother in the music game,
And she using
and
that P
and,
power.
and yeah, so she's using the power of sex to try to control the situation. And so we see in this episode too, which is another key point, that she ends up sleeping with the engineer of Lulu's studio here. So I think this is gonna turn out ugly. I think it's gonna be nasty once Lulu finds out what's going on, because her brother is not putting in the work. He's lazy. He just thinks that he's just gonna get to the top, just because he's well connected, or because his sister is sleeping with Lulu. So I mean, let me know what you think. We're gonna do a part two, Power, Raising Kanan, and like I said, this is one of the more realistic shows because I think with Power Book Two Ghost, I think it's kind of like unrealistic at certain times. Like Tyreek don't have a car. At least in this show, Kanan is getting around with people in the car. Like for instance, like Tyreek will be at the college campus, and then he'll have to meet up with his lawyer that's way downtown, and he'll be there in like 2 seconds. He's never in the car. Maybe like this last past season, maybe he was in the car, maybe a couple times, but it's like, yo, I can't really take. I'm gonna watch it and support it because, like I said, I'm a Power fan, and then we kind of hope Ghost, the original Ghost, shows up sometime soon. But if that don't happen, we're gonna just keep supporting it because, like I said, they do try to give black actors a chance. Um, Subscribe, go to the channel Raw Sports TV 23 for your media updates, news, and entertainment. Let me know what you think. Comment below about Raising Kanan, season 3. If you like episode 1, if you're a fan of it, let us know what you think. We'll come back next week, and we'll drop another video, same time, same bad place, all that good stuff. And yeah, peace. We out. Um, Hit the notification bell. That's important too, because you want to get the notification bell so you'll know when we're actually live on the channel. All right, peace. We out.